Welcome everybody, man. It's Hip Hop Weekly Impact TV, and we are back with another banger. Now, hold on, guys. This shit is crazy right here. We got my man Woody on the stand. Now, Woody got to be the funniest witness I ever seen in the last maybe 20 years of anybody ever being on trial. This guy, first off, let me set the stage. He told the police that he could set Doug up. He told the police he murdered motherfuckers. He told the police a bunch of stuff in an interview a couple of years back, but none of it was true. Now he's in court, 2024 in June, saying none of the shit he's saying is true, and he's actually the witness for the prosecutor. What the hell kind of witness does the prosecutor have on their team when he does shit like this? Check it out.
That you got Thug on FaceTime so Kel and Thug could speak. Yes or no?
If Detective Thorpe said I told him that.
Okay.
He said that.
Do you remember that
He
happening?
comes doing that shit too.
I don't remember.
He said that a whole bunch.
Me and Shea Kelly ain't gonna talk.
All right. And then Detective Thorpe, Tim and Thug talk. And whatever was said with that, I don't know.
I probably told Detective Thorpe that.
And again, that was in your January 11, 2015 interview.
I guess.
He said, I guess. If that's what he said. I said it. I said it. His favorite line gonna be
Now, did you also tell Detective Thorpe about a shooting that occurred at a gambling house in Lakewood?
If that's what he said.
Do you recall a shooting at the gambling house in Lakewood? Do you recall a shooting at a gambling house in Lakewood?
No.
You do not recall telling Detective 2015 interview that there was a shooting over in Lakewood and that it was Kel and he was standing on top of a roof and shooting inside.
I probably did.
I need to know, do you remember telling him that or you don't remember telling him that?
When Detective Thorpe questioned me, I was in there about 5 minutes. I thought I walked in and walked back, but I don't know what I don't told him. I can remember what I don't told him. But if I told him that. So can you start asking me what I supposed to told Detective Thorpe? Because I'm telling you now, if he said that I said anything about anything, I'm telling you, more likely I probably did.
Great. Well, I'm going to ask you about all the things that you talked to Detective Thorpe about. Did you also tell Detective Thorpe about the Friday before Nut was killed?
I guess.
Okay. On the Friday that Nut was killed, were you with Thug the Friday evening before Nut was killed?
No, you just said it earlier. Was I at the house? I said yes.
Talking about the Friday evening before Nut was killed.
I can't recall.
Okay.
I don't know what I don't told Detective Thorpe.
I'm asking you, what do you remember yourself?
No. When I think back about 2015, he called saying Nut was killed and I was responsible for it. And the only thing besides that, people showing up my folks' house. Details.
What's interesting about his conversation is, and what's interesting about him being on stand is the fact that they're trying to cross him up. They're trying to make him admit to something that he's telling them right now. I was lying. Now that's a tough situation because when he was getting interrogated, he's saying he was lying to get out of the jam, and now that he caught, he like I'm telling the truth. You know, so for anybody, what this brother got to say. But let's continue.
About having all this stuff been blanked out my mind. Like it been blanked out my mind.
All right. In that same January 11, 2000 interview, you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you were with her at DJ Drama Studio.
I probably did.
Okay. Do you remember telling him, or you don't recall telling him? I need to have it.
If the Detective said I said it, I said it.
And then after
It's in the
being
building.
the studio to
To the
your
brother
girl's house,
Ali.
which would be Deshaun's house.
I guess.
I see you out there, big bro. Hey, if you want to leave a comment, you got something to say about what we watching, feel free to join in. Hey, Lee, bro, if you got something to say about what's going on, feel free to tap in. Feel free to drop your comment, my brother.
Now, earlier I asked you about what time you left Deshaun's home to go to your brother's house. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you left Deshaun's home around 5:00 p.m.?
I guess.
When you say you guess, I need to know, do you recall telling him that, or you don't recall telling him that?
If he said I said it, I said it.
And is that true or is that not true that you left her home around 5:00?
If you notice something about me, I don't keep up with the time or the days. I just the flow.
Around 5:00 p.m. that you left Deshaun's house.
I don't know what type of house.
When you went to Mechanicsville, do you remember seeing anyone in Mechanicsville?
What you mean?
You said earlier that on the night before Nutt's murder, on the day of, you left Deshaun's house and you went to Mechanicsville.
I don't recall.
Do you remember seeing anyone when you went to Mechanicsville?
Let me get an I don't recall, please. Give it to me.
I don't remember if I seen anyone.
I don't recall.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you went
Let
to
me
the Green
get an
Store?
I don't recall.
I guess.
I need to know, do you remember telling him or you don't remember telling him? Or was that a lie?
Faces.
Your Honor, his response are non-responsive to my question.
I'm going to overrule your objection, sir. Thank you.
So do you remember
YSL
telling
Woody.
him? You don't remember telling
Do I remember telling him what?
that you green store?
I probably did.
Probably did.
You say you probably, I didn't know, yeah, no, or I don't recall.
Whatever Thorpe said I told him, I told him.
Okay. Do you remember telling him that little Rick at the green store?
I probably did.
Yes, no, I don't recall.
You want me to?
Yes, sir, you may.
Yes, no, I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
That's another
When I
one.
was accepted to SGU,
What?
that was one of the days.
Yo, that's another thing about this brother. He's gonna say this shit a lot. If Thorpe said I said it, I said it. If Thorpe said I said it, I said it. Now, I don't know if that means he's trying to get out of it. I don't know if that's his way of saying leave me the fuck, leave me alone. You know what I mean? But this is what this man sticks to his script, and I'm doing the skit with this. Let's get back to it.
Do you recall telling the Detective Thorpe that while you at the green store, you little D? Did you tell him? Did you not tell him, or you don't recall telling him?
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Do you recall telling him that he told you he was on Cleveland Avenue?
I guess.
Yes, no, or I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
When you got to Cleveland Avenue earlier today, you said that little D and you're right.
I think she's oriented to time, but some overrule your objection, sir.
Earlier today, you said that little D and Shannon got into your vehicle. Do you recall saying that earlier today?
I think I did.
Okay. Back in you're on now, I'm impeaching. Did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the vehicle with you and little D back in the morning of January 10th, 2015?
If he said I did, I did.
If he said I
I'm
did, I
asking you,
did.
did you? Because you're saying today you're saying the truth, and back then,
I sustain the objection.
did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that was in the vehicle with you?
I guess.
Back not tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the car with you.
Objection has been answered.
I sustain the question.
In 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe only little D got into the car with you?
I guess.
Did you?
Said I did. I guess.
Back in 2015, did you then tell Detective Thorpe that little D told you that Nut just got killed?
Basis, sir.
Your Honor, do we address this?
I'm going to overrule the objection, sir.
Your Honor, we
Overrule, sir.
today you said that you and little D never talked about the murders, correct?
Today I said Whatever I told Thorpe, and I was trying to get him out my face, so I know exactly what I have told him.
Today, do you have an independent memory of what happened on January 10th, 2015?
What you mean?
Do you have a memory outside of what you told Detective Thorpe about what happened on January 10th, 2015?
Basis, sir. I did tell me the basis for your objection. I'm overrule the objection, sir.
I'm going to object as to the answer, Your Honor.
Overrule, sir.
What?
So today, do you have an independent knowledge of what happened on January 10th when you picked up OD?
Can you?
Say that one.
Today, if I remember what is your in the same February 20th? This shit not gonna work. Sit right here.
Are you looking for an easy view and your mail and packages from anywhere 24/7?
Damn snitch. So I'm gonna keep going. Do you recall telling your girlfriend?
I recall.
You don't recall nothing, do you, sir?
Then she responded, so you're right, it'll be effective on the listener.
Overrule. Objection, sir. Overrule, sir.
So what you're saying is why you acting like you did? And she said you should have just said no. I thought you know all of them, and you said to her, "I do what it was." Do you recall telling her that?
I know that I knew the camera. I knew that I was being recorded, so I kind of knew what I was doing.
Okay. And then you said I saw him. I did when he jumped out the car. I know exactly who I saw.
Nobody never got the car, so this clearly proved that I knew what I was doing.
Do you recall telling your girlfriend that?
I don't recall what I told her.
Okay. And this was when the detectives had left the room.
I don't recall if they left the room or if they stayed in.
Do you recall further in the interview when the detectives asked you whether or not any of the people who did this had ever been to your home? You instructed your girlfriend to tell the detectives who had recently been at the house.
I don't recall what I told them.
Do you recall the detective asking anybody you let come over to the house recently that normally are there? And then you told Deshaun, tell him who been there. Do you recall that?
If I brought anybody to my house, I'm 100% sure they know not to play with me.
Do you also remember when you and your girlfriend were in the room by yourself, you told your girlfriend it was Tay and them who did this to you?
I don't recall.
Was it Tay that shot at your vehicle?
I don't believe so.
Do you recall in that same you concerned about being labeled a snitch?
Label is.
Let me ask you this.
And
During
there you have it,
this
ladies
time
and
when
gentlemen. He doesn't care what he's labeled as, and I'm